What's up, guys? In this video we're going to talk about houses and compare average house sizes around the world. Let's get started. 74% of Americans live in houses, 20% live in apartments. You will find that most people living in apartments are in New York City, 51%. The average American home today is 201 square meters, up from 157 square meters in 1974. American homes have been getting larger. In 2015, USA Today reported a change in that trend. Americans are experiencing an urban renaissance of unanticipated proportions as young people graduate college and flock to cities, delaying buying a home and perhaps rejecting the suburban ideal altogether. North American houses are usually made of wood. Move over, America. There's a new champion in the fight for the biggest houses in the world. That's right, the good old USA does not have the largest average house size anymore, despite its bigger is better reputation and seemingly unending supply of McMansions. Australia actually takes the cake, with average houses nearing 232 square meters. In 2014, 39.7% of the Europeans lived in flats and 59.6% in houses. The share of persons living in flats was the highest in Spain, Latvia, and Estonia. The share of people living in houses peaked in Ireland, the United Kingdom, and Norway. Construction of houses varies significantly between Europe and North America. European houses are typically built with masonry, while North American houses are usually made of wood. Average living space per person varies considerably. In Italy, it's 31 square meters, in England, 33, in Spain, 35, in Sweden, 40, in France, 43, in Greece, 45, in Germany, 55, and in Denmark, 65. Now let's take a look at Russia. In 2010, 68% of Russians lived in apartments, 26% lived in houses. Over the past 5 years, Russians have been building residential housing at an impressive rate of 80 million square meters per year. Apart from their main dwelling, 60% of Russians have a dacha, a country house which some people use as their summer house. Over the course of the last 10 years, China has outpaced every country on Earth, building over 1 billion square meters of residential housing every year. In 1978, there were only 3.6 square meters of living space per inhabitant. To remedy this problem, the construction of modern urban housing became a top priority in the late 70s. As for 2012, there is 35 square meters per person on average, and it's expected to exceed 50 square meters per capita by the year 2020. Since the 1990s, there has been an increasing number of apartments built in China which remain empty. By the year 2010, approximately 65 million apartments capable of housing some 250 million people were unoccupied, due to them being too expensive for the majority of the population. As in North America, most Japanese, that is 60%, live in single-family housing. Many young Japanese adults choose to live with their parents rather than seeking a separate residence, a phenomenon known as parasite singles. 60% of single Japanese men and 80% of single women between the ages of 20 and 34 live with their parents. So now let's take a look at the graphs. As you can see, the biggest houses are in Australia and the smallest are in Russia. So there you have it. Australia has the largest houses in the world. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Stay tuned and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Bye.